Hello and welcome back to part 3 of our big businesses and hobbies build in San Myshuno. So sorry that it's been a while since I uploaded a video of this build. Life has just been a little crazy, but we're back, possibly better than ever. Possibly. So today we're going to do tattoo shop. If you haven't seen the first part or the second part, I will link them down below. If you're interested in watching, we built a coffee shop and we built a laundromat, and this one will be tattoo shop. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the tattoo location. I have an idea in my head about making it a little bit gothic. You'll get what I mean in a minute. But let's start with this door from Businesses and Hobbies. Maybe do all black. That might be good. And then for the stone, I want something dark. I don't know exactly what yet. There's this from Businesses and Hobbies. That's like extremely dark. That might be the darkest black stone ever. But I don't think that's what I want. Kind of think the Castle Estate kit. Think that. In fact, let's do better. Let's just go there. And then we can use one of these like dark swatches. Like this one might be actually perfect. Now what's really going to bring out the goth element are windows. And let's do Castle Estate again. I want something extravagant. I know it's like impossible to build like a gothic chapel in The Sims, like, and really do it justice, but we're going to be inspired by that, okay? Don't get your hopes up. Okay, it's still gonna look good. I shouldn't have said chapel. That really set the that really set the bar really high. Okay, no, just wipe your mind of that. First of all, we're gonna get rid of my camera for now because she's really just making me mad. But one of the things that makes me mad with these windows, why did they not make them align naturally? So now I have to go in and do it all by myself. Maybe we should do these instead. First of all, look how stupid that looks. Why did it look how this one naturally aligns, right? Perfect. What? Why would you not make it perfectly align? I could rant about this for days. I'll spare you guys, but still, I like that so far. But what's really gonna bring it together is adding a whole nother layer. Maybe my camera can be ungrounded for a minute. She's really been working my nerves lately. Okay, well, is this really the best we can do? Okay, my camera's grounded again. Anyway, now we're gonna just line these up. Okay, how do we feel about this as the outside? Except obviously I'm gonna recreate this on the other side. The only problem is that the top of these windows, these two side windows, will show here. But I kind of like that. I don't mind it personally. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, hi. I'm back. So here's what I'm thinking for the front. What kind of things can we add for details? I like this one. Maybe we can make like a border. I'll figure something else out to go in the corners. But yeah, I like that border. I want detail, you know? Maybe there's something from the vampire kit that would look good, like a statue. Don't they have like those gargoyle things? Yeah, like this. Is that giving? Color should we do? I like that one because it has like the little gold detail on the tip. And then let's go back to Castle Estate because I think I saw something else that we could use. This little thing. What if we put it like right here? I kind of like that actually. And then I think Businesses and Hobbies came out with like some building detail stuff. Am I wrong? Here it is. Stone molding. Yeah. What if we did something like that? We could either do a bunch of small ones, or what if we sized them up like that? So it covers more ground like that, maybe. Oh, I like it. I like it. I do. I do. And then what kind of lighting can we get going? What kind of is giving castle vibes? I don't think Castle Estate came with lighting, but what just makes sense to go out here? This maybe, because this is from Life or Death. Life or Death. Life and Death? Is that what it's called? What is that called? Life and Death. Yeah. Or there's this one. Huh. Maybe we'll go this one for now and we'll see how we like it. Let's do the windows on this side. I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are right now with the outside. I don't think I'm gonna put windows over here, and these little gaps right here, ignore them, okay? We'll figure something out. It's all good. Maybe there's like a freeze or something that would look good. What about these vampire ones? Maybe, but it does cover like the entire, hold on. If we put that there, actually, we might have to use the shift key. And let's also go ahead and separate where we want the buildings to separate. That way it stops trying to cover the whole thing in the same frieze. What about that frieze? And then we bring these down just a little bit. I don't know, it covers the window. Let's see what the Castle Estate one looks like. That pretty much leaves the window uncovered and leaves a lot of the molding, but still adds good detail. Now, I know in like a Gothic church they would have like these very beautiful roofs and everything like that, but not happening. So we're just gonna leave it pretty basic. I think it wasn't there a Castle Estate fence? Yeah, right here. Could that maybe work on the top of this, or would that be like too much? Oh, I really don't know. That might be a little much. That might be a little much, and I don't know if we can pull it off. There's also like the vampire one, or there's this one from Life and Death. Oh, but that's tall. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's this one from Life and Death. Let's leave it the Castle Estate fence for now. But let's actually just go ahead and go inside, because let's get a move on this, huh? Well, maybe we need like a pole. Sorry. Let's move on, I say, and then I just stay where I was. I don't know. We'll come back. Okay, first I know that we need a bathroom set up. Let's make sure we make room for a bathroom. Ooh, this is from the new sleek bathroom kit. I want to use it, and I'm gonna. Let's recolor this to black, I think. Do we think the sleek bathroom stuff would look good in here or no? Here's the tiles. I actually really like the way that looks. Ooh, I fear it does look good. Now we can choose something kind of fun for the floor, like that. I don't know. Just because the outside is Gothic, I don't think I want everything to be Gothic. Maybe I can do like a good mix of Gothic, vintage, modern. I don't know. But maybe. High hopes, right? There's also that. But that feels just too bland for this place. Whoever owns this place would definitely give it a little bit more pizzazz, I think. What if we did that though? Do we like the way that turned out? Was that worth it? I don't think so, personally. There's also this. I just love sitting here and making possibly the worst flooring I've ever seen. That's boring. Not happening. There's this from Businesses and Hobbies. Wait, actually, let's do that. And for surfaces, maybe just something kind of modern and sleek. There's this from Life and Death. I feel like that might be our winner. And then we can add this gold mirror. Wait, that's the same one we used over there. I don't want to do that then. Sorry. We could add this cool mirror, or we can do just the new mirror. I can't tell if these are like gold tones or wood tones. I think they might be wood tones. I don't know. Or we could do something like that and then also put a full body one right there. So you can go in, check out your tat, see how sick you look. Sick in like a good way. Without a plant, of course, it wouldn't be the same without one. I like this one personally. And maybe in the bathroom, we can add like the sleek bathroom orb light. Look how cute that is. Okay, cute. And then make sure we add in a sink. Ooh, let's do it like this. Like that. That's adorable. Love it. Okay. And of course, against better judgment, have to add the rug. Ooh, let's get a welcome mat out here. Is that too big? That might be too big. But then that feels too small. Oh man, I don't know. Whatever, I won't worry about it right now. Maybe we can do that rug for the bathroom. Okay, I changed the light fixtures to gold. I just liked it. But we'll do this door for the bathroom. And again, the what is it called? Whatever, the version that gives you privacy. And then we'll put that there. Listen, there's no windows. We're pretending that it's a fake plant, okay? We also can't forget to add our plunger in here. Yeah, right here. Perfect. Ooh, and maybe we can add vacuum just for fun. No one actually has to use it, but I think it'd be fun. Oh, wait. And maybe we can add in a broom. There, it's like a fake little cleaning closet. Okay. Okay, I think that's the bathroom done. Now, I think I want over here to be like a waiting area, probably. But let's go ahead and get the rest of this set up. Oh, wait. Let's add some lights. And I already know what I want to do for lights. And that is make a giant, basically custom chandelier. So we're going to grab one of my absolute favorites, which is this. I think let's size it up one, or is that like too much? How low does that go? Would that stop us from being able to exist freely? I don't know. We'll come back to that though. And then add another, then size it down one more, and boom. Do we like that? Or should I size this down? Also make this gold as well. Okay, I feel like this sized up too much. We'll go regular for the main one. So make sure it's lined up. I'm gonna size this one down and this one, and then we'll size this one down one more. Then we're just gonna drag this over just like that, and that helps align it. And there you have your own little chandelier. So cute. So cute. Okay. And then I kind of want to make this part like an employee break room. I never actually give them employee break rooms, so I probably should. And that way it can kind of give like a big pillar moment right there, right? Also, I do think I want this stone inside. Yeah, at least on the exterior walls and not the interior walls that have been built. Okay, so this will be employee break room. This is the waiting area down here. Let's get our stairs going. Sometimes I like to make these be like the siding here be in the wall, but I don't know, maybe I want it outside the wall for now. No. I just love how open that is. Doesn't that just look so good all open like that? And then for the fencing up here, I want it to be from Businesses and Hobbies, that like modern looking one with the glow at the bottom. I think that's gorgeous. Then I'm just gonna add this little trim right there to get rid of that gray look. Make sure it didn't go to the outside either. It did. Hold on, I'll fix it. If you didn't know, if you're trying to place a trim or a freeze, but just on one wall, you can hold shift and it will just place on that one wall. The more you know. Okay, and I know that with Businesses and Hobbies, you can only have 3 other employees besides you. So I'm gonna put only 4 tattoo stations, just because that's as many total that you can have. So I want 2 up here and we'll do 2 down here, right like that. Now, who would I be if I did not include the life and death fireplace? It has a skull on it. It's beautiful. It's intricate. It'd be perfect for a tattoo shop. So we're adding it. And then maybe we can add these benches from high school years. I just like how it's black and gold, like the rest of the shop. Now I'm thinking, what if we pulled debug into this? So we're gonna type in bb.show hidden objects and then bb.show live edit objects. And I want to see just how many things we can get. Where would like tattoo prints be? Okay, I can't find it in debug, so I wonder if someone has put it on the gallery. Okay, well, I was gonna cover this wall in like, you know, when you go on the drawing pad in game and you design a tattoo, it'll give you like a print and you can hang it on your wall to show like your work and stuff like that when people come in to get a tattoo. I was gonna do that, but I can't find them in debug and I can't find them on the gallery. So we'll see. Let's actually do away with those benches. And then we can add a coffee table right here. I want to do something that has that gold accent. Oh, but I do like this like rock one. I'm not gonna use it. And that's huge. Maybe I could back these up just one. And that has black and gold. Do we like? There's also this, but I don't know about that. Or there's this. Ooh, kind of like that way more actually. Let's put those back together. And then I think they'd have like a little bit of a funky plant on here. Just like a weird shaped thing. Maybe like this. Wait, that's actually really cute. Okay, we'll do that. For the rug, I really don't know what to do. You know what? I really like that. I like how it looks old and like maybe it was here when they bought the building. I don't know. I just like it. Let's add in some magazines. Why have I never seen this before? Have you guys ever seen this? Because I haven't. Is it because I have debug typed in? Maybe we can add these just for fun. Maybe add them like over here in the corner or something. But I want to add some magazines that might look like either tattoo magazines or like one of the artist portfolios. We'll go with that. We'll pretend he's covered in tattoos. And yeah, we can play pretend here. I'm also not set on these couches, but it's fine for now. I do want to section off. Wait, this sign is adorable. Why do they not offer this anywhere else but debug? I know it's for the hobbies meetup, but you know what? We're using it. Oh, see, now it's glowing. That's probably why. Whatever. And maybe we can add our little statue lady here. Cute. So cute. Okay. Oh, but mainly I wanted to add in some of those room dividers like this. Let's put this one in the corner here and then we'll just line it up there. That way you can come in and go to the waiting area here if you need to be waiting. I want to put like a table or something here, like a side table, and we can put that lamp on there. And then we'll use these partitions for the actual like tattoo booth area. Okay, so there's those like sectioned off. Let's get them some lights. Maybe they would have something fun. Would they have orb lights? I'm just really dying to use these everywhere, if you can't tell. Let's figure out our accent wallpaper. I think let's either do black or red. Let's choose red first. See if there's anything that just is calling our name. There's of course this. Oh, but it has the baseboard, and then the baseboard is going to show up, and that's just so annoying, and we're not doing that. So let's do something that won't have a baseboard. That's a little much. Preferably not that. Not really anything in the red that's calling my name. Maybe in the black. I'm mostly looking for something that doesn't have a baseboard so that it can look cohesive. I really wish that they had a way to separate them. Literally, if someone had a mod that would separate the baseboard from the wallpaper, I would download that so fast. Truly. Maybe we could do something like this. This is from Spa Day. I don't know. That feels just kind of bland. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be like, oh, extravagant or anything, but something different than that, I think is what I was expecting. There's also this wood. It's tagged as black, but that just looks dark wood to me. And it's still just not what I'm looking for. I feel like this could work, to be honest. But does that feel too elegant? I don't know. Maybe in the back here we can do like something like this. Or maybe this. No, like that. So what do we think about that? Now, I kind of want each tattoo booth to have its own personality because that's how it is in real life, you know? Each tattoo booth represents the artist as they are. So I think I'm going to focus on just laying down the furniture first, and then we'll come back to do colors and stuff like that and add in like all the fun little deets. Okay, now I have some like rough setups. I'm going to start with this one. I don't know how exactly I want this one to look. Maybe something like that. Maybe this one can be black and white, but with like a splash of color. Okay, somehow, some way we ended up with a fall a fall themed tattoo booth. I really don't know how we ended up here, but I can smell it. It just smells really good. Maybe we should change the color of these since we're not just doing just a pop. That green one kind of goes. Not really. Maybe we just do like a basic like that. All right, well, there's there's fall. Should we do the other ones in seasons? I don't know. We could do fall and winter down here, spring and summer up here. But that was a joke, but why do I kind of feel like maybe I should do it? Okay, so I am running with the seasons theme. So here's the winter one. It's just a lot of light colors, mostly white, of course. Does it feel like you're looking at winter and fall? Maybe. All right, well, let's go upstairs. We'll do summer over here and spring over here. Okay, so here is our spring booth. You can tell she's spring, you know, especially with the cherry blossoms. Yeah. All right, and next is summer. What color really gives summer? I don't really know. Maybe red? Red kind of gives summer. This is also starting to just look like a mechanic store, a mechanic shop, a body shop. It's starting to just look like a body shop. See, these pieces are offering us this really pretty green color, and I would love to do that for summer. I think green is a very good representation of summer. But why not give me a pretty green color here on this tattoo table? So I'll either end up with this or this, I think. I think let's go with this one for now. Well, we'll try that out. This rug from lilsimsie's kit might just be perfect. Look at the shades. Wow. Okay, so I added some more stuff to the spring side, like these butterflies and these little flowers on top. They're literally called Spring is Here or something. Okay, so here.
Okay, editing Mo here. So basically, I was just saying, here's our summer booth. It's nice and green, it's nice and beautiful, and that I was going to do the employee break room off camera. Okay, editing Mo back to show you the break room. It's very simple, it's black, white, a lot of life and death being used. We just have a little table for you to eat your meals at, a little TV to watch TV at, a couch to sit on. Just a very basic break room, but also very expensive.
But anyway, I want like a consultation station, like a little desk. And I don't care. I'm giving them lilsimsies. Sue me. And we're going to give them the little tower too. And I want to give them this like pegboard. I'm going to have to place it separately like that. And then we can make that black. We can put these little shelves on it. We also have to do those individually as well, but that's okay. Like that and like that. Okay, let's add this cow plant. That is adorable. And we'll put it like right here and then raise it up. That's so cute. I can't get over it. Okay. And then we can put this up. And I like that it has the freezer bunny, but it's like the skeleton one. I like that. And then I know this is a sticker printer, but we can imagine that, use your imagination, imagine that it's actually like a mini printer for like smaller stencils and stuff like that. I think that's cute. That's a cute idea. And then we can add in this cup, and it also has the skeleton freezer bunny. That's adorable. Okay. And then this is an alarm clock, but I'm going to add it because it has the Grim Reaper there. And I think that's cute. And then we can add this planter as well. So cute. And maybe these books, and they can be like, oh, learning books or whatever. The history of tattoos. And then because this is where you'll maybe talk to your artist and maybe they can show you like references, or they can just draw something up quick for you on the computer here. Let's add in a seat that you can sit in. There's this poof from lilsimsie. Listen, personally, if I show up to get a tattoo and they're like, have a seat, and it's a seat that's gonna have my knees up to my chest, I'm gonna say no thanks, I'll stand. But like, this is cute, right? And it doesn't look too out of place. So then you can come over here, have your little meeting with your artist, and go about your day. So to me, it's a win. So what else are we needing? I feel like this space is so empty, I guess you could say. It feels like it's missing something. Maybe we can add in like a reception desk or something. If you have all of your employees be tattoo artists, there's not really going to be anyone to be a receptionist. I don't even know if you can have that as an employee, but either way, I think it'd be cute to add just like a reception desk. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Is it weird to have your reception desk like all the way over here? So you walk in and you have to go all the way over here. Is that weird? I don't know. And then we can put a stool over here. Maybe add this cute little cow plant here. No, not vibing with the cow plant. That's okay. I feel like it's just because it's so big. And then we can add a little rug to stand in front of over here. I think just something basic would do the job like that. That's so cute. And it feels wrong not including our little planter here. So we're going to add it because duh. That way it's kind of like you walk in and you're kind of naturally guided to the reception desk. You feel me? And maybe like right here, they could be showing off like what brand ink they use, who they partner with, who they work with for their inks and stuff like that. Like that. That is adorable. That's a good idea. All right, I think that's the tattoo shop complete. Well, I guess I should work on the outside. I love this sign so much, but I am just gonna get rid of it because it's just glowing and it's probably always gonna glow and it'll get old fast. So we will put a regular sign there. What if we took this rug and just chose black and sized it down? That's like the perfect size. There, that's the welcome mat. Let's make sure we add their sign. I regret getting debug out because now I can't find literally anything. Now let's finish up the outside. I think I want some columns, but I think Castle Estate actually has some. Yeah, see, they have these. Or we can see what vampires have. I love the intricate details of this one way more. Listen, I know it's kind of annoying that I had to keep putting them there instead of just expanding it all the way up, but it was either that or like not doing it at all for me. Because of the trim here, it won't let it go past that length. So it's either do this or do nothing at all, and I like the way this looks more than nothing. So, but I do want to add some vines, but not just like any vines. I want to add specifically these from Cottage Living. All right, so here is the outside of our tattoo shop. I want to make sure it doesn't look like I did too much here. There we go. Here's the sides, and the other side, gorge. Now we just need to make sure that when the walls are down, the things that show up will disappear. All right, there we go for now, at least. So you walk inside and you go here. You're like, oh, hey, I'm here for my appointment. And then they're like, yeah, we'll go have a seat. We'll call you right up. So we go over here. We sit down. We look at some magazines. We maybe, while we're waiting, have to, use the bathroom. So we come in here. We check ourselves out. We use the bathroom. We check ourselves out more. Okay. We come back out. The artist is ready. They're like, hey, sit right here real quick. Let's go over what we're doing here. Make sure everything's good. We sit here. We look. Everything is great. Now, while I'm sitting here, I'm appreciating the beauty of these booths right here. Very gorgeous. But my appointment is upstairs. So we're going to go upstairs. And here we are. Very gorgeous. Upstairs. My tattoo artist is Summer. So I come over here and I get tatted by Summer. But then Summer's like, hey, actually, you want to hang out? And I'm like, yeah. And so she's like, come in here. Let's watch some TV. So we go in here to the break room where we watch some TV. And it's very fun. And she offers to make me some coffee. And I say, yes, please. And so she makes me some coffee in the break room. Okay, so then we're done hanging out. And I'm like, hey, I actually have to go. And so on my way out, I just take in the beauty of the chandelier. She says, that's actually a custom chandelier. It's really expensive if you want one. So I don't recommend wanting one, but it's custom. And so then I just jump off the balcony here. And that's our tour of the tattoo shop. I'm still not set on this thing up here. So if you guys have any recommendations on how to make it match the times, but also just like not look like that, I'm all ears. So anyway, there we go. Well, I hope you guys like that. I hope it's worth the wait. Pretty sure it was like 2 weeks since I last uploaded a video on this build, but you guys have been so nice on the other ones, and I really appreciate that. But I promise not to make you guys wait another 2 weeks for the next one. The next one's gonna be a candy shop and a little secret that comes with that candy shop. But you guys don't get to know that secret until the video comes out. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.